Oh, so that's how he does it. You're all too kind. Oh, please, no flash photography, please. No. Yeah. They're all waiting for me to whip it out. Oops. So, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Arrow Entertainment Live on Spreaker.com. This is our first podcast episode over here on the Spreaker show. Brought to you by iHeartRadio. So how you guys doing over there? Let me make sure. Looks like we are live. Yeah, we are definitely live over here. So what's going on, everybody? Uh-oh. Somebody just got shot. It is a mystery indeed. So, welcome to Spreaker. This is a podcast website brought to you by iHeartRadio. Almost got that goofed up there for a minute. So, anyway, we're going to be bringing you some short podcasts. These podcasts seem to last about 15-16 minutes each if you sign up for free on Spreaker.com. However, if you want to go longer, you got to pay for a subscription service. So, who am I? Today's episode, who am I? I am just a normal guy out of the state of Maryland. It's a Republican-ran state, but I feel like sometimes it's a Democratic state, the way everything feels like it runs, you know. But I'm just a working-class nobody. That's all I am, working class. I work overnights. I work night shift. You know, I'm a night shift kind of guy. Get stuff done during the day. Rather work at night. Come home in the morning, take a nap. You know, sleep for about 7-8 hours a day. Get up in the afternoon, take care of things. You know, I go pick the kids up from school. My fiance, she works as well. You know, she has a really good paying job as well. I spend time with the family. I do spend time with the family. You know, I do also have my hobbies as well. I tend to my hobbies whenever I can, which is, I'm a gamer. Yes, I am a gamer. I've been playing video games since I was 5 years old. Here I am, 36 years old, you know? What is it, like 30-some years later? Ooh. I do a bunch of other things, too, you know? I'm also I'm a musician as well. I do play guitar, I play bass. I haven't done it in a while. I need to get back into it. Then again, you know, the arthritis in my hand, sometimes I get, you know, they act up. So it's kind of hard for me to play because I haven't really played that much. But I do play guitar, play bass. You know, I'm into music. You know, I love music. I also love, you know, a lot of things. I got quite a few hobbies that keep me busy. You know, and my fiance, she supports everything I do. She supports everything. And so I game. I do game a lot. I am a nostalgic retro gamer. I also play games today. I support games all around. You know, I support the big games. I support the little games. Whether they're mobile, console, PC, whatever. I'm a gamer. I'm also a game streamer, which is also why I am promoting my websites. You know, my YouTube channel, Arrow Entertainment. You can check that out over there on YouTube. Also, I do stream on Twitch. You know, my link below, twitch.tv/Arrow with a name. I can't really tell you how I came up with the name, Arrow with a name. I can't really tell you that. It's just something I just randomly thought up one day, just for a channel name, you know. It's kind of like that saying from that game, you know, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, where it was like he took an arrow to the knee, and I'm just like, just, you know, something random, not like that, you know, just like arrow with a name, you know. And I was thinking about this band at the time, you know. I was like, I want to take the arrow part and put it in with something. And there's a band that's out there. They're a new metal band, Nonpoint, very underrated, but you don't hear much of them. You know, they're kind of like underground metal, sort of. They had this album that came out back in the day. I think it was called To the Pain, and they had a song on there, Bullet with a Name. It was like the first song on their album, and I don't know what it was. I just replaced it with Arrow, and I was like, hey, Arrow with a Name. Yeah, there we go. I'll just put it down. It's just a random name, Arrow with a Name. You know, there's my channel. And it became my thing, you know, it became my new name, whatever, you know, I used it. I've been using it for the last, since 2017. I've been using it for about 5 years, just about 5 years. Been a while. I've been on YouTube for a while, though. I've been on YouTube since 2015, you know, I've been making videos and all kind of stuff. And streaming, I've never been too big into streaming back in 2015 or 16. It's just something that I just started doing back in 2017. where it's, I guess it's an easier thing to do than to make a video, put a video together, edit videos, but that's also something that I'm used to as well. You know, I'm pretty decent with editing videos, which, of course, I'm doing one as we speak. You know, I'm using the software Corel Video Studio. Very easy to use. Very, very easy. I fell in love with it. You know, I absolutely adore it. You know, I'm putting a video together for my channel. If you are a YouTuber, if you're into video games, like let's say the newest one that just came out, Elden Ring, I am putting a video together for that, so you guys have first-hand, behind the scenes right there, what's going on. Video already has been made, but video's being put together, so. So there's that, you know. It's just my hobbies, you know. I'm a gamer, you know, I'm a streamer, I do a podcast, Tuned In Live. And Tuned In Live, you know, because I used to have a channel named Tuned Inside. And I don't really talk much about that channel, but, you know, it's a bunch of different drama, a bunch of different BS that went on back in the day with that, you know. And so I pretty much dropped the name Tuned Inside, and I went kind of under the radar for a little bit. And then I came back to not only really doing videos, but I was like, let me get into streaming. So I will, you know, go out and get a webcam. I got a microphone. I got a really good microphone. And you can't really go wrong with cheap microphones nowadays. And I go with this company, Blue. They make the Yetis. And since at the time Yetis were like $150, I ended up getting the budget one, the Blue Snowball, for $50. But that works out a lot better. It works just as well. It's got just as good quality to it, and I've been using it for the last 5 years. So if you're into streaming, I would recommend get a Blue Snowball. Don't go out and get like a $200 microphone, because quality isn't always that great with more expensive items. You know, you could always tweak your sound a bit to make it sound more professional. You know, the output is more crisper when you're using software over hardware. And that's what I do. I don't use mixers or anything like that. I use software. I rely on the software that I use on my PC. When I do a podcast, when I do a game stream, I use a software called Streamlabs OBS. A lot of people, you know, use that, you know, as their main preferred platform. And I pretty much taught myself with a little help from some tutorials on how to do this and that. I pretty much self-taught myself how to use it, how to utilize it, how to set up to where, hey, I don't have no background noise. You know, the audio is very crisp, it's clear, everything is professional looking, professional sounding, and I could do that with settings in the software. I don't need a $300-400 mixer sitting right next to me, you know, to do all that. That's like, okay, since I'm new to Spreaker, well, not technically new, I used Spreaker in the past, but if you're new to Spreaker, or if you've never been here before, so I'm streaming from my PC, and they have you download the software that I'm looking at right now, Spreaker Studio. It's a software, you got to download it, and they have different sound effects here that you can use, like, you know, the paparazzi, you know, oh my god, all that, thunderstorms. You can add different other sound effects to it as well that you can use. It's pretty nifty. But it's not high quality, like, it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that. Like, there's another person that uses this platform, you know, this dude, he's a big stalker. He's like 60-some years old, you know. He stalks around, you know, he's like, yeah, I'm a big podcaster. I have a contract through Spreaker Studio and da-da-da-da. I'm like, I'll do a podcast on him in the future. You know, you're going to love this. This guy, he's from within. He streams on several different platforms. He thinks he's a real famous sports podcaster. Sports podcaster, my ass. He don't podcast any sports. He very rarely talks about sports. The most he ever does is sit there and talk about random people that he don't know, people he's never met before in his life. He'd rather sink himself into somebody else's livelihood that's more interesting than his, and then he likes to twist it around with slander and lies, and I've become a target of that here recently. It's like, not voluntarily, it's just this guy who's bored on the internet. He's 60, 61 years old, he's a sad loser who's, sadly he had a stroke about 3-4 years ago, and I think it's really gone to his head, but this dude, he's just as delusional as Joe Biden is. But I'll do a future episode. I'll probably do one tomorrow or sometime over the weekend about him. But you guys, you'll definitely love it. But yeah, that's pretty much about me that I can pretty much explain. Like I said, I do a podcast on Twitch and on YouTube. The podcast does stay up on YouTube. That way you guys can go ahead and check that out, whenever it does pop up on there. So it's something definitely worthwhile watching. Plus, there's another podcast that I may be taking under the wing here soon. It's a podcast I was running with a friend of mine for the last couple of years called Through the Doorway. And it's a more serious, it does have some comedic tone to it, but it's a more serious podcast where we get into talking about like paranormal related stuff, mythologies, all kind of different, things under that, fantasy, mythology, horror, whatever, all real, fake, whatever. It's a pretty good podcast. We do have, I want to say, about 20 some episodes up on our YouTube channel, Arrow Entertainment. So you can go over there and you can check them out. We've even done some live video for the series too as well. So anyway, I do see my time is expiring here. Sorry, I wish I could give you guys a little bit more time with this broadcast, but I'm cheap. What can I say? I have a job. I pay bills. Family comes first. Bills come first. I'm not going to sink my money into a website that I am familiar with. But if the show takes off, who knows? I may invest in the future and say, hey, I'll pay this amount of money for a year, and I'll upgrade the podcast and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for checking me out today on Spreaker.com from iHeartRadio. Anyway, guys, I am Mike C. Like I said, check us out on YouTube. Our channel is Arrow Entertainment. We also stream on twitch.tv/Arrow with a name. And of course, we're live on here. Also, if you are on social media, if you have a Facebook account, if you're on Facebook, you can follow us on there at Arrow WAN 2020. That's Arrow Wan 2020. Follow us on there for updates on when we're going to be streaming and what we're going to be streaming next and such. If you are into games, movies, music, whatever, entertainment-wise, you can follow us on that Facebook page, and we can have a good old time, just chatting away. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. Oh, yep, that's the sound. That means it's time to get out of school, y'all. Anyways, let's get out of here. I'll chat with you later. No, come on. No flash photography. No, come on. That's enough of that. All right, guys. This is the Arrow Entertainment Live podcast on Spreaker.com. Keep up to date with us on Facebook for more. And we'll catch you on the flip. See you later.